What connection did the Native Americans have with the ancient Greek Minoans of the island of Crete? According to Dr. Jack Dempsey, reviving memories of the wisest of our Western ancestors, what the American author and historian Jack Dempsey pointed out in his speech. Dr. Dempsey states, "Did you know that the Minoans of ancient Crete founded the first and longest period of Western civilization in Europe? What can new discoveries teach us about the fundamental secrets of nature and human society that have guided their successful evolution for over 2,000 years? And what did the Minoan way of life have in common with the indigenous people of Eastern North America, the Native Americans, whose cultures date back to the Ice Age 13,000 years ago?" Indians and Minoans with the theme, "The past is the future. Let's remember our wise Western ancestors," was the topic of the very interesting lecture that took place at the Samkis bookstore recently, January 21st, 2016. The American author and historian Dr. Jack Dempsey, in his speech, also pointed out the many similarities between the behaviors of Native American Indians and the Minoans of Crete. Similarly, such as their high regard for women's place in society, their strong views of nature, and their ability to remain mostly united in times of peace and respect for individual differences. Dempsey suggests that while traditional history has led us to overlook both the Native Americans and the Minoans, we can gain much from their ancient and practical wisdom in solving the problems facing the West and the world today, he said. In his hour-long talk, his lecture, with simultaneous translations into Greek by Mrs. Vicky Hatzopoulou, Dempsey presented many new discoveries about how the Minoans organized their society in matters related to astronomy, religion, and politics. It appears that the central function of the palace of Knossos of the Minoans in Crete was to keep time for the most important festivals of Minoan society using a sophisticated lunisolar calendar. Dempsey showed that the same cycles of the sun and moon are in use much later in both Homer's Odyssey and the Antikythera mechanism. He said, "One of the most important things these people can teach us again," Dempsey said, "is that people are good as long as they don't get too much power." Let's remember, the ancient Greeks had a code of establishing new towns or cities every time the city was about 2,000 people big, because they wanted everyone to know each other, okay, like a big family. And if it's over 2,500 people, they went elsewhere to establish a new town or city. Now, the American writer Jack Dempsey was born in 1955. He is a historian and film producer. He has a PhD from Brown University. He began his career at New York Publishing and has been teaching at the university for 22 years. Dempsey has written several books and produced films about Native Americans. He's been studying the Minoan civilization for 30 years. In 1996, he published his work, The Brother of Ariadne, a novel about the fall of the Bronze Age in Crete. Today, it is published, translated into Greek by Kalenti Publications. His work on Minoan astronomy is available online for free. Evidence for the Minoans' years from Labyrinth era Knossos, that's the time of the legend or the myth of Theseus killing the Minotaur with the help of the young woman that fell in love with him, the young princess Ariadne. She gave him a thread to leave behind him and to kill the Minotaur and come back again out, finding his way out of the labyrinth, which was, of course, very difficult to get out of, by following the thread that he left behind him. So today, it's published, translated in Greek, we said, his new work on Minoan astronomy, available online for free. Evidence for the Minoan years from Labyrinth era Knossos can be found on his professional website, ancientlights.org. And this I've translated for you from a Greek article, Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.